Hey, Zane Cole here, and if you're seeing this video, GPT-5 is officially live. OpenAI just had their live stream a few hours ago introducing their most powerful model yet, and everybody's talking about it because it was anticipated to be this massive Claude Code killer. Now, in this video, we already have access to GPT-5, so I'm going to put it to the test and stack it up against Claude Code and see if it really is a Claude Code killer. I'm going to give them the same exact prompts and have them build a web application real time to see which model outputs the better result. But real quick, just to summarize GPT-5, so basically it's smarter, better, faster, better at reasoning. Right. And I feel like we're getting to this point now with AI models, and they're kind of like iPhones, and each new update is basically smarter, better, faster. But the standout feature was definitely the coding and the coding capabilities of GPT-5. And this tweet here highlights that GPT-5 achieved a 74.9% on the SWE bench. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's basically a software engineering benchmark, and this puts GPT-5 in the senior developer level for this benchmark. And Claude Opus scores a 74.5%. And so GPT-5 just barely beat out Claude Opus, making it the #1 coding model. But honestly, this 0.4% is not a massive, difference to make any impact. But it technically now is the smartest coding model in the world. And so right up front, right at the top here, we have just some examples of what GPT-5 can do. And ChatGPT, or OpenAI, claims this was done with just one prompt. And so you have this little side-scrolling ball jumping game, and you actually have the prompt right here. So pretty simple prompt. And then you have, what's this? Okay, pixel art. Yeah, pixel art canvas, typing game. Yeah, okay, I already lost. A drum simulator, and then lo-fi. Yeah, so pretty cool, and they're definitely showing off the coding capabilities. Other than that, it's better at creative expression and writing. It's better at giving you a more accurate analysis of your health, and overall it just has a better smarter tone to it. But today, because this is a vibe coding and no code application channel, we are going to focus on the new coding capabilities of GPT-5. Now, one more thing that's interesting to point out is that if we look at pricing, Anthropic, so for Claude Opus 4.1, which is Anthropic's smartest coding model, it's $15 per million input tokens, and it's $75 million per million output tokens. If we go to GPT-5, it's $1.20 or it's $1.25 per million input tokens, and it's $10 per million output tokens. So that is quite a substantial difference in cost for these models. So it'll be interesting to see if OpenAI can sustain these prices and how Anthropic responds. But without further ado, guys, let's put them to the test and stack them against each other and see what they can build real time. Okay, here we go. So I have GPT-5 open here on the left, and I have Claude Code open here on the right. And we are going to stack them up against each other real time and see what they can build. So we're just going to do a simple, modern to-do list app with some functionality and some nice features. And I'm just going to try to one-shot this. So I'm just going to try to give them one specific detailed prompt and just see what they can do. And we'll look at if they actually delivered on what we asked for. We'll look at how well the application works, how well it's designed, how intuitive it is, and then maybe even if they took some creative liberties of their own and put in features that we didn't even ask for but makes the application better, and then see how fast they work as well. So let's start and put the prompt in GPT-5. So I'm going to bring up Aqua Voice. Build me a to-do list web application. It should be modern. It should be like a future-forward, modern, rounded corner design. It should have simple but powerful functionality, such as categories of to-dos, such as active or completed or archived. It should have color-coded. It should be color-coded in some way to filter by due date, such as past due or currently due or upcoming or future. And it should have all of the functionality and features that we would need to keep track of all of our to-dos effectively in multiple categories. It should be able to store all this information locally. It should have a search feature that we can search all of the to-dos. It should have a dark mode toggle. It should have fluid, clean, smooth animations and transitions. And overall, this to-do list application should be minimal, but beautiful. Think Apple design. It should be powerful, and it should have plenty of functionality, but not have any unnecessary fluff or anything that doesn't add to the core feature of the application and help the user, get their task done more effectively. So after you're done, after you're completed with the application, build me an HTML preview that I can use to open it. Okay, we will post that in there. I am happy with that, and I'll just take that and let's paste that into Claude Code as well and run these suckers at the same time, and let's see what they can do. I'm excited about this. And for Claude Code, we are just going to go straight into coding mode. Okay, so GPT-5 also has this new feature where it thinks longer to get a better answer. I think it's pretty similar to Claude's kind of deep think and hard think features. So it looks like Claude's moving a little bit fast. Oh, never mind. GPT-5 caught up. So they are actually working now. So it actually looks like GPT-5 is moving a little bit faster than Claude. It looks like Claude is still thinking to plan everything out, and GPT-5 has actually begun coding. Okay, it actually looks like, wow. Claude is actually already finished. That's pretty impressive. It started off a little bit slow there in the beginning, I thought, but it's done, and GPT-5 is still coding. So we'll see how much longer it takes GPT-5 to finish this application. Okay, so we are now roughly a minute and a half to 2 minutes after Claude Code finished, and GPT-5 is still going. All right, so they're both finished, but GPT-5 did take quite a bit longer than Claude Code. It took about 10 minutes or so longer, and Claude Code actually finished that incredibly fast in like less than 2 minutes. Now, I'm going to cut some slack to OpenAI and GPT-5 because it just launched today. I'm sure everybody's using it and their servers are overloaded. Also, that time difference doesn't matter too much if GPT-5 created a substantially better app than Claude Code. So I have the previews here. I'm super excited to open these. I have not looked at them yet. So let's open the Claude Code preview right now. Okay, not bad. Pretty simple. I mean, this is what we asked for. Enter a new task. Let's do YouTube video. Month, date. Can I get a drop down? Nice. Yeah, put that in, add the task. Pretty cool, not bad. We have like a check for completed, I'm assuming. Archive, trash, so I just put completed. Crosses it out, puts it in this. This is pretty good, guys. I mean, it finished this incredibly fast. I mean, like the animations are pretty modern too. Like it feels like fun to use and nice to use. Now it's super simple. Let me put in another one. Walk dog. Take son to daycare. Yeah, pretty cool. Let me archive this. Sorry, dog. And then I'll check that off. Oops. Sorry about that. It's not a distraction. This is not a distraction, just my productivity application. Okay. So, this looks pretty good. I don't think it did what I asked it to when I asked it to tag or color code it by due date. Or maybe it did by the blue here. The blue and the green. Okay. I just don't really quite understand the color coding system. Now, let me see if I can search. Dog. No matching task. Maybe it's because I archived that one. Let me put son. Take son to daycare. Popped up. So let's switch this to dark mode. That still looks good. That still looks pretty good. Okay, Claude Code. Well done. Well done, because I would actually use this. I actually need it to do app. This looks pretty good. And I'm happy with this. I am happy with this application. It did exactly what we asked it to. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. Maybe I can, what does that do? Okay, that brings it back into my active, which I did not ask it to do. So it did that itself. So yeah, okay, pretty good. I mean, it's a simple application, but it's a good thing to run a test on. So let's open the GPT-5 application now. Can it beat Claude Code? Oh, whoa, okay. Took a completely different approach. This looks, on first glance, like a more complicated, like complex application, but with a lot more features, it looks like. So it looks like there's some dummy data. Oh, if I just click this, it checks it off. Okay. Complete, archive completed, category. I have inbox, home, work, personal, due date, light mode, dark mode. It looks like I can export my to-dos as a JSON. So let me add a new to-do. Where the heck do I... Oh, right here, top right. Okay. What needs doing? So I definitely have more functionality when it comes to putting in to-do. Take son to... Oop. Okay, just deleted my text input. Ooh, okay, it's deleting my text input. I am trying to type and... Interesting, I don't know why it's doing that. Take son. Yeah, when I get to a certain character limit, it looks like, or something. Walk dog. Leash is in... Okay, so immediately off the back, this is pretty buggy. For some reason, if I just like... Huh. Interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. Leash is in... Yeah, so it switches back to the title. So let me see if I can at least get this done. So walk dog, grab leash, and category, home, status, active, due date. Do I have a little calendar? Okay, I also have a little calendar, but it's hidden. I can't quite see that. Today, save task. Okay, so I like that. That's nice. It's yellow. I have different options here. I don't know what that is. That delete? Okay, it's kind of hard to see these icons. Yeah. Yeah, it looks much better on light mode. A lot more legible. Today, overdue. Okay, I can add categories. Pretty cool. And I can just edit these, it looks like. So I could put food. Or, I don't know, groceries. And I could add, let me try adding another one. Buy, sand, okay, I can't, yeah, buy milk. Organic. Oh, man. Yeah, so this one right now is pretty unusable. When I type in, okay, when I type in N for some reason, so I'll add some words and I type N and it resets it. I'll add some words and I'll type N and it goes back to the title. So milk, category, groceries, status, active, due date. Let's see what it looks like when I do overdue. Save task. Overdue. And if I do overdue, nice. Today, nice. Okay, so... This is, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, it looks good. I can export this to a JSON. Let's see if it actually downloads. It did download something. I can sort it by due date, newest. So, like, GPT-5 definitely tried to go for more functionality and, like, a full in-depth application, while Claude Code just gave me exactly what I asked for. But everything works as far as I know. Everything works. It's very fluid. I love the animations. I don't know. Oops, wrong window. GPT-5. Okay, it looks like GPT-5 gave me some animations too, especially when I hover here. Yeah, not bad. I just feel like the Claude Code version is a little bit more fluid. Like, that looks good, guys. That looks like Apple. That looks like Apple. Yeah, so to summarize, GPT-5 gave us, it went a little bit above and beyond. It definitely took a different approach to it. It does get points for these color-coded overdue today, next 7 days. Export as JSON. I didn't ask it to do that. I even have nice sorting here. Let me try searching. Let me see. Okay, the search function works. Yeah, so GPT just kind of took a little bit more different approach. It's a lot more buggy. So in terms of one-shotting this to a usable app, GPT-5 actually failed this. Whereas Claude Code did exactly what I asked it to and built me a fully usable app with just one prompt, which is super cool. And it looks good. And I would actually use this. Now, I'm super impressed still by GPT-5 because this looks great and it's only going to get better. And again, this is the first day to cut them some slack. So all in all, 2 different approaches to the same prompt. You have a little bit more complex with GPT-5, and then you have beautiful simplicity, do exactly what the user asks and make it work, where GPT-5 is a little bit more go above and beyond. Now, again, I will cut GPT-5 some slack since this is the first day it launched. It literally launched a few hours ago. And I know they're probably it's just gonna get better in time. So will I be switching? Should you switch from Claude Code to GPT-5? For me, the answer is no. I still love Claude Code. It actually did what I wanted to, and I prefer this design, and it did it 10 minutes faster than GPT-5. It did it in less than 2 minutes. And so for now, I'm still going to be on Claude Code, but I think a very important note in this AI age, in this in this era where these no-code AI coding tools are coming out every single day and getting better every single day, it's important not to be married to one specific tool, especially in an AI. If you're trying to stay on, the forefront, if you're trying to make a career out of this and make money from this, it's important to be adaptable. And so don't be completely married to the tools. If GPT-5 was light years ahead, I would probably start to use it more than Claude Code. But the thing is I'm betting Anthropic is going to come out with a model that beats GPT-5 by a margin. And that is what's so cool about this AI race, guys, is that we benefit from all of these companies competing with each other, and they're all in this AI race right now to be the king of this space. So I'm betting Anthropic will come out with a smarter Opus or some new model very soon that will beat GPT-5 and be even faster and better in coding. So for now, for me, I'm going to stay with Claude Code. I still love Claude Code, but it's really cool to see what GPT-5 can do, and I'm super excited on the future of GPT and OpenAI's coding abilities. So thank you so much for joining me today in this little comparison of GPT-5 and Claude Code. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.